What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back once again to the next part of our Digimon Next Order playthrough. We are here starting things off in the clinic today because at the end of the last episode, if any of you guys missed that shenanigans, all those adventures, we were in Bonnie Resort. We had some good times there. We actually accomplished a few things. We beat a couple of Digimon's butts and we recruited a bunch of new city residents as well. Now, on the flip side of that, Joe got sick, so that's why we're starting things off in the clinic. So yeah, he's all good now, and that's grand and whatever, but I think today we have a couple of things. We can nip round the city, collect all our usual stuff, you know, all that usual jazz. We'll talk to our new city residents, find out what they're up to, and then I think that today we should probably head along to Mod Cape and explore that a bit more thoroughly, because there's some dirty pirates along there that are in need of an ass whooping as well, and I think that we can help them out with that. So if anybody is interested in any of that shenanigans, then stay tuned, because the next part of our series starts right now. Alright fam, let's have a little peek at this Digimail down here, because this is quite important as well. Again, this is a bit of a filler in for those who missed the end of the last episode, but there was a couple of developments with our plotline. A lot of mad shit was going on. Rika was chatting to Hamari, and also Jijimon and Taomon. God, all the Digimon were having a big orgy in Jijimon's house, basically, and they were giving us out orders. Now, this is the most important sort of development. Rika has went to a new place that some of you guys will have never seen before, called Floatia Ex Machina. So that is basically going to be one of the next parts of our main story. In fact, it is the next part of our main story, but I don't really want to head straight there today. I think we're going to do some other stuff first, because Floatia Ex Machina is quite a tough area. We'll talk about that in just a little second. But yeah, I think we have upgraded our restaurant, which is why the little stalls at the end next to Taomon no longer exist. So it's going to tell us here that the business district facilities have gained a grade, which is cool. Let's toddle along quickly, because I think a couple of things that we're going to be looking at are on the way here. Most of our new Digimon are going to be in the business district. Oh, not the business district. This is the business district. But yes, two of our new guys are actually in here, which is helpful because we've just upgraded this place. So here is Terrium. Oh, this is Lotmon actually. What's up, Wolfie? I'm part-time here at the restaurant. How cool is that? I mean, that's pretty chill. Depends what you offer us. Are you going to rip us off like everybody else in here? Now, upgrading the restaurant, guys, as far as I'm aware, I don't know if it makes anything cheaper, but it basically expands what stuff we can have and eat in the restaurant. So if we have a look in here, we've got obviously Lotmon and Terriamon are new recruits, so they don't really have anything to do with upgrading the restaurant. But a couple of these things on the bottom probably wouldn't have been here before. So excuse me, it looks like a lot of these guys offer us like kind of juicy stuffs. It's quite expensive, unfortunately. Amazing chocolate, that gives us 250 MP. Looking at some of these things, we will be using these later on, but for now they are quite expensive. We have 10k funds at the moment, which feels nice because recently we have been broke as fuck. Here's Terriamon. He's in charge of fast food, so I guess he's going to give us, yeah, like burgers and fries and stuff, which is kind of funny. Juicy fried meat. We get so basically, if we wanted to boost, like, or if we wanted to decrease our discipline, guys, like if you think about it, like junk food, not really good for you. It's definitely something that I eat too much of, but yeah, if we want to come here, we can lower our discipline by eating a bunch of these. They are quite expensive. Again, I'm looking at prices. It's pretty much the same. So Terriamon is going to be like our discipline kind of sabotager, if you like. We can use that to our advantage later on when we are digivolving. We could have probably used it to our advantage. In fact, maybe not for Phoenixmon and stuff, but in the future it will come in handy. That's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, it seems that Renamon's got a couple of extra dishes now as well. 6k for this one. Marinated forest veg. Fuck my life, how expensive is that shit? But here we get like a buff to a bunch of training, our bonds and all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the restaurant in its new form. Pretty cool. I think because it's bigger now, we should be able to recruit other Digimon into the restaurant, so that will continue to expand as we play through, which is kind of cool. Let's walk along here. We're going to pop down to the entertainment district and have a look, because I think there is a big skull bastard in here that we need to chit chat to. And yeah, here he is, taking up all this room here. Now, Skull Greymon has a really cool feature, as I mentioned yesterday. basically, what you can do with this guy is when you, in fact, I'll let him explain it, but basically he's there for he said he wanted to work with kids, right, which is a meme in itself, I know, but basically you bring your baby Digimon here when they are in their small forms, and you basically give them to Skull Greymon, which sounds sadistic, but he basically buffs them. Okay, so there seems like Ghost and Shiki in the human world, it seems they're really frightening. I'm not going to go anywhere. Sam can't bear to look at Skull Greymon, or Sam can bear to look at Skull Greymon now, and Joe can bear, I guess, I don't know if they get buffs there, even though they're not babies, I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, that's Skull Greymon. I'm pretty sure Where Garurumon is in here somewhere as well. I think he went up to the arena. Let's have a little peek in here and see if he's wandering about. Maybe I'm just being insane. So I don't know what's going on with the arena right now, but I'm pretty sure Where Garurumon is meant to be waiting there for us. I think that we need another Digimon in order to proc him, I think. So he won't appear until we like get like another important Digimon, I think. And for now he's just going to chill in the background somewhere. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but anyways, that is pretty much all that there is to see, I think. There's nothing really exciting. Skull Greymon, as I say, is pretty cool, but we won't be able to use him just now until we get our baby Digimon back around, so yeah, let's nip down here and collect some of our usual shenanigans, and then we can head out. We don't need to stop in at Jijimon's house because we picked up the recovery items and stuff at the end of the last episode. Lilymon, why you not got it for us? What? Hey, you made it. What's this? You're all full up. Oh shit, so we have too much items. Let's have a look. We could maybe actually nip along and deposit a bunch of this shit. Celebration Nameko. This is something that I... this cute little mushroom that looks like its hands are... This is something that I found. Sorry guys, I'm hiding this from you dudes and dudettes. Give me a second. Pop that down there. This is something I found in Bonnie Resort, and I wanted to show you guys, but I forgot about it at the end of the last episode. We also have a bunch of corianders, which we can definitely sell. What I think we'll do is we'll leave the city right now, right? Let's pop across to Floatia. It is still early in the morning, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to deposit a bunch of items here. Store. We'll try and make some room here because we might end up picking up some important stuff. We have plenty of recovery discs. We didn't use any of these when we were in the resort yesterday. Luckily our guys were super strong and handled pretty much all the battles. We still have a shopping list, so I'm going to deposit that, deposit the Asnat, the corianders, because we will need those, and Lucky Shroom, Cloudy Orange, yep, definitely that, because we want to keep the mushroom for later on. I don't know what we're going to use that for. Some of you guys might know, but yeah, we'll deal with that later. So we have shopping list 3, and we have shopping list 2, I think. Do we have all of them? No. So we still haven't found shopping list 1. But that's somewhere in Bonnie Resort as well. It's probably in a corner of the... one of the houses, I think, or the stone mansion or something at the top. You guys haven't seen inside the mansion yet, at the top of the hill. But I can't actually remember, but we'll find it out later. Let's go along to Mod Cape, and we will use Birds of Transport here. In fact, I changed my mind. Sorry to be contrary. Let's pop across here and visit this dude as well, inside the builder. I'm pretty sure there's a guy that we can use at some point in here that we can collect things from on a regular basis, but we don't have him yet. I can't remember who that is, but I'm sure we'll come around to that later. Let's have a look at some of our upgrades here. We could upgrade the warehouse, which doesn't seem that important to me. The sender could do with an upgrade, I guess, which is kind of cool. Increases the places you can send to and makes sending cheaper, which is nice. The item shop, we have enough to upgrade this. I think this has to take priority, guys. We also have the advanced item shop, of course. That's where Garurumon is. Alright, awesome. I can show you guys that in just a second as well. Digivolution Dojo we can upgrade as well, which is pretty cool. And the Colosseum. Now, the Colosseum, we haven't even been able to use that. I keep calling that the arena, but let's just upgrade the item shop, because it's about time that we were able to buy large recoveries. If you guys didn't know that, if you haven't played any of the Digimon games before, that is obviously something that you can do. We won't have to keep throwing medium recoveries at our dudes for like all eternity, especially now that they are in Mega Mode, right? Because when we go into a fight, in the past, I've been stuck inside the battle menu, throwing items constantly, trying to keep our guys alive, and it doesn't make for enjoyable viewing, in my opinion. It gets a bit stressful, I think, to watch. So I've actually went into the wrong building here. I'm pretty sure where Garurumon appears in one of these. Is this actually a shop here? Yeah, it is. Okay, insane. So here we go. Here's the dude himself. I thought for some reason he was in the entertainment district, but he's obviously not. Here he is here. Where Garurumon says, "Oh, hello, isn't it great here? Buying and selling stuff in the shop, that really suits me. You should buy up. I've got great stuff here." So let's have a look at what this guy's got on offer for us. we can basically, Wergarurumon is one of the first Digimon that we can bring to the city that will allow us to buy Digivolution items. Now, you guys might think, oh man, that's so exciting, right? We have so many things at our disposal here. I mean, here we've got Wergarurumon Black, Metal Greymon Blue, Meteormon, and they're pretty cheap items, to be fair. Like, 2,000 is nothing. That's how much Birdramon is going to charge us to travel to Mod Cape. So, in comparison, it's pretty much the same. But at the same time, using Digivolution items, as we spoke about, like, roughly or recently in past episodes, basically when you use Digivolution items, it's not always that great. You don't get any like stat boosts because it's not a natural Digivolution and whatnot. So if any of that bothers you, which it kind of does me, because I always think that getting like Ultimates and Megas should be achievable naturally. I guess the stones are useful if you're strong enough to like beat most of the game anyway, but I don't usually buy those. It's up to you guys. Honestly, they're there as a personal preference, and we might end up using them at some point. I know we will be buying, at some point we will be buying a stockpile of Digivolution items, but they won't be used on our Digimon. They'll be used for something else, and you guys will see that in the future. You can actually do some fun stuff with that. I think this is about time that we now that we're in Mod Cape, there's a bunch of stuff that we can do, and I haven't really planned ahead what we're going to do, but I think the first thing we should do is probably talk to these guys, because they actually give us a pretty good introduction to Mod Cape. Now, I didn't choose to talk to these guys or interact with these guys before when we were here with our other Digimon. I actually think it was like Alex and our other Digimon, you know, our first two. Was that the first time we came to Mod Cape? Because we got destroyed by the Seedramon, didn't we? Okay, so Agumon and Gabumon here, I haven't spoke to them before, and there's a reason why. You guys are going to see just now, but let's listen to what these guys have to say, because I've already clicked through some of this already. So, Gabumon Black and Agumon Black, these guys recur through this game a few times. They are very interesting characters, as you will see in a second, for a number of reasons, but check this out. Looks like it, Blackosaurus. I figured the human would be along about now. Hey human, this is Mod Cape. And here we go, we get the grand panoramic of Mod Cape. So, if you guys missed the start of the series, or if you haven't seen this area before, it is basically a pirate hideout, as they're telling us now. So there's a bunch of like abandoned pirate ships. Obviously they're infested with Digimon. The further in you go, as always, there are even stronger Digimon and the like. So yeah, it is what you can expect. Bunch of pirate fuckers in here. Now the only traces of them are the ships they abandoned. So the pirates aren't here anymore, which is a bit of a shame, other than a couple. But yeah, I kind of like these kind of scenic shots, but you know, if you played the game through before and you know you're kind of bored, they can take a while, so you can be spam clicking them. Agumon says, to be honest, we used to be pirate apprentices, but they disbanded before we became full-time fledged pirates, or fully fledged pirates I should say. So now our new goal is to become the strongest of all. I don't know how that shift in gear happens, going from a pirate apprentice to being the strongest of all. Maybe these guys are feeling abandoned, but anyways, apparently they're waiting for us. If we can defeat your combination, we'll be famous. That's right. Sorry, but you're going down. So we have to enter into battle with these two rookies now. They might seem slightly cute and slightly cuddly, but if you were to wander into these guys early on in the game, you would be in for a massive surprise, because there's more than meets the eye. Obviously, with our two megas against two rookies, you would hope that we handle these guys super easily, right? And it looks like Agumon is already down for the count already, which is great. But yeah, as you guys will see in just a second, beating these guys in a one-off isn't enough, which is something I found out the hard way the first time I played through this game. Let's see if we can finish this guy off with a nice move, Ice Wolf Claw, I guess, a special move. And you guys will see what happens here. Because these guys can be annoying, amongst other things. They're pretty intimidating. So here we get a minus, or like a minute bunch of stats. We get some money and we get a tiny bit of XP as well. So let's see what these guys have got to say. So these guys are obviously hurting a little bit. Right now we've warmed up. Yeah, time for the real thing, Blackie. I don't know why he refers to his friend as Blackie. But anyways, I'm not going to hold back Blackosaurus. And yep, round 2 begins, ladies and gents. So if you struggled through the first fight and you were thinking, thank fuck, we just managed to survive, you get no in between with this fight, which is really strange. I don't know why the devs done this, but yeah, you basically get launched straight into another fight. Now, if you are being injured in the first fight, I'm pretty sure you don't get your HP back. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you just keep the HP and MP that you have left over from round 1, which is kind of bullshit, but anyways, as you guys can see, we now have the ability to EXE, which we will not be doing just yet, because honestly we don't need to. This guy's going to go down right now. And that is us. So we're powering through this fight, but again, if you were to wander into these guys with your champion Digimon or your rookie Digimon thinking that they would be an even fight, you gotta be careful, because you can get cucked. So, like these two fine chappers here. And Blackie, can you stand? Look at the state of them. God, they look like they've had a fucking epic night out on old Floatia. Anyways, it ain't over till it's over. Don't give up yet. And yep, you guessed it. Round 3, baby. So again, be careful, guys. If you're playing through this and you haven't found out the hard way already, make sure that you're prepped for coming into this fight. Again, it seems a bit silly me saying all this because right now we're destroying them with our Mega Digis. But these guys can be really tough, so keep an eye out for that. We're just going to push through these guys. If I can conserve a little bit of MP, that'd be great. But in fact, it looks like the fight's almost over already. If I can select Garurumon, we should be able to just finish this fight off again. And yeah. One thing we will need to pay attention to this episode, folks, is our MP. I know I rant on about that all the time, but it's so true. The only thing that's going to hold us back in some of these fights is the fact that we will run out of energy. And that could suck. So let's see what these dudes are up to. Will they join the city perhaps? Let's find out. So they finally decide that it's impossible to defeat us. I need a break. Well, that was interesting indeed. Let's go home. See ya. And off they top without another clue or anything. They give us like no hints as to why or whatever. Just caused them. Well, I guess they were fighting us to be the best, but we don't get any clues as to where they're going next or what they're going to get up to. So they just piss off. They don't join the city straight away, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's okay. We will run into these cats later on, as I'm sure you guys are already imagining. So here we go. A couple of things we could do. We could go that way into Modcape, or we could go this way into Modcape. Now, I think because this one on the right is closer, we should just head along that way. Now, I know who's in Modcape. I know which Digimon are here. I just can't remember which way is which. But this gives us an opportunity to talk to some of these guys as well, and see if any of these Digimon will interact with us, because we spoke to these guys before. And yeah, this is basically what I said to us last time. I have nothing to say to you at the moment. So Stingmon is still being a bit of a party pooper, for want of a better word. So we can't interact with him. We'll just have to come back later on, I guess. Let's harvest this shit. Pick up some metal. Again, I don't know if we need this particular metal, but we probably will at some point, especially with all the upgrading we're doing. We could talk to Paladramon over here as well. He is another big Digi that's waiting in this area, but I'm pretty sure that if Stingmon won't talk to us, he won't either. Could be wrong on that, but we're just going to leave him for now. I'm not really that interested in tangling with him at the moment anyway, but here we go. So the last time I was in this area, I thought that we could actually get into this part of the mod ship, but this area in front of us is actually just a dead end. So it's got a bunch of Agumon Black on it, and you can't do anything else with them. So let's leave that for now. We could stop here and fish if we wanted, but obviously that's not on our agenda. Let's walk along the boat and see what else we can encounter, because up until this point, this is as far as we've came inside this part of Modcape. So let's have a look. I'm hoping we don't have to fight these guys, but they might end up sprinting at us. Looks like they don't, which is really good. I'm going to collect some of these things, especially if it's like a one-off liquid like that. We're going to pick up some important things. Looks like these guys are going to back off from us, which is good, because I really can't be bothered fighting them. I don't think they're going to give us anything good whatsoever, so let's keep going. We'll explore into the next part of the area. I'm actually quite excited, because I can't remember, as I said. I know roughly what happens in Modcape and who the important Digimon are and stuff like that, but in terms of navigating and things like that, I haven't been on this place or in this place in a while. So here we go. We've got a bunch of interesting things. We have a ton of Saberdramon in the middle. They are all level 28, which is kind of scary actually. And we also have a Zudomon here. Let's talk to this big guy. Zudomon is such a beastly Digimon. We should be able to see him properly, but Joe's ass is like right in our face right now. I don't know why, but Zudomon's here anyway. He says, "Hey, say you there, would you listen to my story for a minute?" Now, whenever somebody says this in like a Digimon or like a Pokemon game or like any RPG, obviously we're going to sit and listen to them, because normally when we do that shit, we get some sort of reward at the end. So let's see. I appreciate it, pal. The thing is, I've been thinking about heading to Floatia for some time. Well, that's good for us, obviously. Before I do, something's been nagging at me. Obviously, there was going to be a catch. It's about my apprentice, Gumdramon. A real conceited brat, that Digimon. He never listened, so I went and popped him once. Popped him once? He called me an idiot and ran off. Haven't seen him since. Do me a favour, would you go and apologise to him for me? He should be at Logic Volcano. Now, Gumdramon, we have bumped into a couple of times, so now we have the other part of that puzzle. Can we get past these guys? Are you scared of us? Really? Interesting. I thought these guys would have been kind of dive bombing us, but it looks like we actually have enough fucking power level to like just waltz through this area, which is kind of nice. So yeah, next time we go to Logic Volcano, we have a bit of a connector there with Gumdramon. Then when we do that, we can come back, speak to Zudamon, and hopefully that should be that dealt with. Inside here, we have a bunch of stuff as well. Gonna just get rid of this from the subfolder, and then we can have a, yeah, basically that's just what we've talked about. So, who have we got in here? A couple of interesting digis. We have a Kawagamon in the corner here, and we also have a Digimon. So let's have a look at this. Digimon says, hey, you like treasure? I bet you do. Dude, who doesn't like treasure? The thing is, here in Modcape is the final resting place for a marauder that sailed the Digi-Seas. Alright, according to the legend, the pirate captain Digimon lived here after his retirement. There's a super valuable holy chalice hidden somewhere around here. That's where you come in, buddy. So it looks like Digimon, despite the fact he's in his minute rookie form, I'm pretty sure Digimon, yeah, definitely a rookie. He's giving us commands, I don't know why, or he's trying to bargain with us. Would you look for the holy chalice? We can sell it and split the profits 50-50. I don't know what he's going to offer us unless he can give us a clue as to where it is. But sounds like you get the picture, so get this. I heard that the holy chalice was actually hidden, stashed away by this crazy strong Digimon pirate captain by the name of Vikemon. Interesting. And with that, I guess we basically Digimon leaves us with that kind of ominous note. So around here, maybe we can expect to bang into the pirate captain himself. Who knows? Let's have a look here. The holy chalice, yep. Bring me the chalice and we'll split the loot. Again, if it was that valuable, I don't know what Digimon's going to give us. If we find it, it's pretty much ours. There's 7 Digibamboo from that one harvest spot, so that is really good for us. I'm pretty sure Digibamboo is essential to upgrading Jijimon's house. Let's talk to Kawagamon, see if he says anything. In a golden age of pirates, this room was overflowing with gold, now it's cold and empty. And that is pretty much all he says. So we've got one of our dead ends of Modcape, and there is no big Digis in here waiting to fight us. So let's say... In fact, these guys are rushing us, so let's actually test our guys out and see how strong we are, because honestly we haven't done any fighting this episode, and it would be nice to see how we hold up in this area. Now we will end up using a bunch of mana here, which is a bit of a problem, but at the same time I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. We have picked up our tamer point in the last episode, or the last couple of episodes, that will let us regen MP a lot faster when we are running, which is obviously a plus. And I think we can use Spiral Masquerade to finish this dude off as well. Pretty easy fight. Not even... I mean, Crusadermon is burning through a ton of energy, which is a big worry. But at the same time, we should be fine. Alright, donezo. So, here we get a little bit of stats. We get Digi Bitterlings, 2 of those. We get 700 money and we get 90 Tamer XP. So, really, that fight was not as exciting as I thought. I was hoping for at least 1,000 bits. So, it kind of sucks that these guys didn't provide us with any of the good spot. Anyways... We get a bonus, which we don't even need anymore. See all of this stuff? This is the only thing this is good for at this stage is for learning more Digi info, I guess. But we're kind of in Mega form anyway, so there is no Digi info that we can gather at this point, which kind of sucks. And also, other than that, it puts up our happiness. All of our guys are maxed out level in terms of their... Sorry, not level, but they're maxed out in terms of their bonds. Their bond with us, the player, Wolfie, and the YouTube crew, and then the bond between themselves as well is maxed out, so we don't have to worry about any of that shit anymore. We got a nice orange banana, which is good. We can sell that for a little bit of money, and we're going to basically ping back to the other side of Modcape and explore the other side, and on that, and towards that side, we will actually find some tougher fights and all of that jazz. So what I'll do is I'll just keep you guys with me and walk along, because honestly, we don't have far to go. It's basically just across into the next area. And Modcape's quite pleasant, you know, when you're strong enough, when you're at a strength level that we are now, and you can kind of wander through. In fact, let's just fucking wander across this area, I don't give a fuck anymore. When you're strong enough and you're not scared of the Digimon, it becomes a very pleasant area. You don't have to worry about, like, getting, you know, attacked or anything like that, because the Digimon can't destroy us anymore. Like this guy here, if he decides to bum rush us, he's going to feel it. Alright, we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. We'll collect some of this stuff. If this is just Digi Deepwater... Yeah, we may as well grab all of it. Why not? I think we've emptied our resources and stuff when we went back to the city anyway, so we have like a full barrel of things that we can collect. We could collect that shit as well, and honestly, if I was playing by myself, I would grab it, but we've done enough harvesting. Let's actually do some ass kicking. Now, along here, we have a bunch of interesting things, because this fucker here, that motherfucker, alright, He was the guy who gave us a doing way back. What was the name we gave him? Was it Joseph or something like that? Now down there is another material resource kind of harvest point. So we could fight against these guys. I will show you just how I guess we could do this fight. Let's have a look at how strong we are now compared to what we were the last time we were kind of in this area fighting against this guy. Now, I think we did a bit of training, so beating this guy isn't like a massive... It's not like a massive achievement at this point. We've done it a bunch before. But at the same time, I just want to show you guys exactly how far we've come in terms of our strength and how easy it is for us to now kill a level 29 champion Digimon. Because, believe me, it's pretty straightforward. It's nice having Megas, guys. It's really nice, honestly. So down to our left on the little pier, there's a bunch of Seedramon. We don't really have to go down there because there's the resource point, and later on other stuff will appear down there as well, without spoiling too much. So we can go down there at some point, but yeah, we don't get any money from this pretty much. We get like less than 500, tiny bit of Tamer XP, and obviously 0 stats. So, alright, so yeah, there's a little harvest point down there, and later on something else will be down there, so we don't have to worry about it just now because it's a dead end, basically. I am going to try and push through some of these areas as quickly as I can, because really there's nothing exciting to see in these battles. So what I'll probably do is skip this one over and come back in just a second. Alright, so that was fast. Thought I would show you guys the wombo combo. This should be more than enough to take this guy out the fight. If we could get past some of these other fights without too much, you know, other Digimons banging into us, that would obviously be magic. But yeah, this is one of the remaining stretches of areas that we can go to in Mod Cape. Now, this isn't the end of it. We will be able to search further, and I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. So let's keep going. Again, I thought that because we defeated one of these Seedramon, the other ones would stop bum rushing us, but let's talk to this big guy. Here we've got Aero Digimon, very nice looking Digimon in my opinion. Got to remodel the wing, he says. Utilise the horns as stabilisers. Huh? Who are you? No matter, I doubt you could understand my research. And just like that, he stops talking to us. Now, I didn't really want to I wanted to kind of talk to him a little bit more and talk to you guys about it, but obviously we're going to end up in a battle here, which is a bit of a pain. Alright. That was his mistake for getting in our way. Yeah, guys, it's great. We know you love each other very much. That's fantastic. What I want to do is just grab this little resource here, and hopefully these guys will just leave us alone and we can continue exploring. I love these research points that are like one harvest points, but anyway, yeah, what I was trying to say is, before that guy banged into us, I was hoping that because we defeated one of these Seedramon, the rest would leave us alone, but apparently not. Let's keep going. We are now in the Mod Cape 3.0 cabin. Who have we got in here? We've got a Gatomon. We've got obviously the door we came in. We've got a harvest. In fact, we've got 2 harvest points and also an apple. So let's talk to this guy first. What's up, buddy? Is that a human I see? Says Black Gatomon. So we've been doing a bunch of like interaction with random digis at this point, but because we've never really explored Mod Cape properly, it just makes sense that there is a bunch of these guys waiting to talk to us. Have you come in search of treasure? Unfortunately, there isn't actually any treasure here anymore. Well, that's not what the fucking Devimon told us just around the corner, mate. So somebody's lying. But there are some valuable things that might be of interest to a pirate enthusiast. That's right, when I say pirate enthusiast, I'm talking about Black Gatomon right here, so herself. If you find any interest in pirate-related items, it would be great if you could bring them to me. I'll buy them for a fair price. So basically, there is a never-ending minigame with Black Gatomon here, and as far as I'm aware, it is never-ending, where things like this will appear in the corner. We'll have a look at that in just a second. What else have we got here? So we've got Digi Lightning Water, which is kind of cool. Sounds badass. I'm going to get rid of this. No, I don't want to be in here, thanks. We'll get rid of this. Let's find out what it is exactly, what kind of items it is that Black Gatomon collects, because really this isn't that exciting, this particular quest. It's one of these ones that I feel they've kind of shoved in, and, you know, I ran about for ages when I first played this game. Oh wow, look at you hiding in the corner. Was this a Celestial? Oh, yeah, Celestial Chestnut. Interesting. So yeah, I thought when I first played this game that you could end this quest and that Black Gatomon would eventually join the city, but I'm pretty sure that she actually doesn't. So we've got a blue pirate bottle, which does not sound that exciting, but let's find out if what Gatomon thinks of that. Because I'm pretty sure what happens here is there's some items that she finds really valuable and then some that she doesn't find it. So let's give this bitch the pirate bottle. We'll get that out of the inventory and see how much we get for this. It's a deal. You got 300 bits. Oh my goodness. Alright. So as you can see, not a very thrilling quest, but there will be items on the ship somewhere that is actually a little bit more important. So, in here, this is where things really start to get interesting, guys. So this area can be really terrifying for a lot of players and would have scared a lot of players. So here we've got a bunch of Agumon Black. We've got 4 that are level 28. Then we have behind them a Taomon, and then behind them we have a big white Yeti looking motherfucker. Now, for those of you that don't know, that is actually Vicmon. The very same Vicmon that the Devimon told us about. Now, I want to fight against Vicmon, but I don't want the other guys to get in the way. So, obviously, the Taomon and the Black Agumon, I'm pretty sure if we go too close, they're going to bum rush us. So, we need to do this properly. We'll feed Joe here, and I want to try and harvest this. Now, there is a way we can get to Vicmon and fight him by ourselves, and there is also a way we can sneak around this room without getting into a battle. Luckily, the room is wide enough that you can kind of wander around and avoid this if you want to. And I think the devs done that intentionally because some of these fights are kind of awkward. Especially, I mean, 4 Black Agumon and then the Taomon is quite a handful, especially for people who are like champion and below. So we're just going to work our way around the edges of the ship for now, and in a minute we're going to come back in here. Now, I want to show you guys what's outside, and then I think what we'll do is we will come back in and fight against Vicmon. Now, Taomon is not an important Digimon. She is just a completely random, or he is a completely random Digimon. But he is very important, guys, because he can teach us one of the best abilities in the game. And so at some point we will be challenging like that Digimon. I don't know if we're going to bother with it now, but important to note. We'll come back to that later. Let's have a look up here. So now we're on the flagship mod ship, I guess. Are you going to charge us, Saberdramon? I really hope that you don't. Yeah, back the fuck off, bitch. We're going to pick up some liquid here and explore this area a little bit because, again, we've never been to this part before. Obviously, this is the biggest boat of them all, the flagship being the main ship in the fleet. So let's have a look and see what we've got. As you can see up here, we have a little glowing item, which is probably related to Black Gatomon, and then we also have an exit which leads somewhere brand new that we've never been before, and it's quite exciting. So what I'm going to do is walk up here and pick this up. First, you find some pirate junk. Let's pick this up. You got a blue pirate bottle, so we know that that's not very exciting. Here we have another important little snuggler. The spider monkey herself, as I like to call her. Marine Angemon is waiting here. Now, we banged into this little chica ages ago in the oasis in the desert, and she told us she was going back to the sea where she belongs. Here she is, again. Long time no see, she says. And we get a pan to us, I guess, I don't know why. Can I ask a favour, old buddy, old pal? I lost something precious to me in one of the ships. So, yet another treasure hunt, it seems. What did you lose? You'll know as soon as you see it. Let's just say it's perfect for those hard to reach places, I guess. Alright then, good luck and thanks in advance. So we have yet another fetch quest for Marine Angemon here, which is okay. It's not that exciting, honestly, but we're going to be running about the pirate ship anyway, so it makes sense to kind of have an eye out for that as well, because these quests where you recruit an ultimate Digimon, in fact, Marine Angemon is not an ultimate Digimon. Marine Angemon is a Mega Digimon, I'm pretty sure. So whenever we can collect Digis like that without having to fight them, it's obviously a plus. So yeah, I think what happens here with Marine Angemon, not to give too many spoilers, but there is a couple of items that we're going to bring her back and she's not going to be happy with, but then when we find the main one, as you can see, there's already one spawned on the boat with us. When we bring that back to her, then she should be happy and donezo, and hopefully we can recruit her. We might end up fighting her, but I don't know. She seems too nice for that to happen, but I could be mistaken. Let's find out. I'll see if I can remember correctly. There's something here. This could be the item that she lost. Let's pick it up. And it's a pretty stone. Alright. So while we're here on the boat, we may as well just head back to her. It's not very exciting running up and down the ship, especially when we run at 3 miles an hour. Like only our main character can. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll just do this while we're here, because what's going to happen now, when we give this to her, it's going to trigger us to run further into the boat and find the next item and then the next item kind of thing. So, yo, what's up, bud? We give over the pretty stone. Luckily, we don't have to find it in our inventory this time. This isn't the thing I dropped, you know, but would you keep looking for me? So, for some fucking weird-ass reason, she doesn't give us the stone back to sell or whatever. She's just like, yeah, that's not what I was looking for, but I'll take it anyway. Fucking hell. What a little rat. But anyways, yeah, so we can now keep an eye out for the next one. We will be popping back into here, and yeah, the Pirate King is also waiting, and I'm wondering if we should tangle with him just now. I don't know how strong... Oh, well, this kind of makes up our... This is going to make up our mind for us, guys. That is something we need for Marine Angemon. The Pirate King is waiting there as well. I think we can fight him. He is a Mega Digimon as well, so he is very difficult, but we might manage it. Let's have a look and see what happens here. I'm going to pick this up. There's something, this could be the item that Marine Angemon wanted. Let's pick it up. And this time it's an old telescope, so again, another antique. I think as soon as I click X here, we're going to pop out this menu, and I think the Taomon is going to bum rush us because she is marked in red, and I'm pretty sure she is a fight that is going to be quite tough. Now, if we can avoid her, I would love to. I want to just fight the Vicmon, so let's see if we can chat to him and see what he's got to say for himself. So if I come over here and talk to you, we can hopefully dodge all the other shit that's happening. Now, once we defeat this guy, I can't remember if the Taomon will still remain charging at us, but that's something that we need to keep in mind once we fight this guy. If he doesn't nail us in the ass and send us back to the side. But anyways, well now, we've got ourselves a human here. What are you doing around these parts, says Vicmon. The name's Vicmon. I used to go around causing trouble, but these days I'm out of the game, so he's retired. You were a great pirate captain, right? So we have two options here. We can be pretty straightforward and be like, you know, dude, if you're gonna fucking mumble like everybody else in this game, we could just fucking come back, alright? I mean, I'm gonna need a flask of coffee to deal with this pish, but obviously we're gonna tell him that we need we knew he was a great pirate captain. You came to ask about the pirate treasure. Well, I mean, dude, if you've got any knowledge about that, that would help. Hey, first let me teach you something good. If you're gonna hunt for buried treasure, better have a place to put it first. That's one of the basics, kid. Oh god. Interesting. So I don't know why the dialogue ended there, but we're now in a fight with Taomon, who is level 30 and doing a lot of damage to us. So let's keep an eye on this fight, guys, because this could be our first Exe Digivolution of the series. Now I want to pay attention and try and get our Exe available, and maybe we can show you guys that, because right now Taomon is putting us through our paces. Let's see if we can't get these guys up a little bit more. She keeps dropping boulders on us, but now we can actually do it for the first time. We have 3 seconds, guys, but I think you deserve to see this. Exe Digivolution time, baby. Let's have a look at this. Now, if you watched the tutorial with us in Ep 1, you will have seen this, or if you've played the game before, you will have seen this, but if not, then here we go. This is a very exciting part of the game. Very, very interesting. Because we get this fantastic J-pop music. Epic kind of, right, prep your butts, we're going into battle, Saxon cry if you like, where our Digimon are now fusing. Now I think we get involved in the Digivolution as well. The EXE, it's like a triangle, so we're in here as well. And it looks like our Digimon that we're getting from our first ever EXE is going to be Chaosmon, I think. Yeah, it is indeed, the very same. So let's have a look at how strong this guy is. Because one of the benefits of once you EXE is that you fire off your limit break as soon as you digivolve, which obviously helps us. So straight away, you guys are gonna see how broken this fucking ability is. Yeah. So I give you guys Exe Digivolution, guys. Very, very insane ability. Just like that, the fight's over. That's why I didn't want to digivolve. I didn't want to EXE when I didn't want to EXE when we were fighting against Skullgreymon, because you become so brokenly overpowered, it is insane. Now, I have just remembered something, and I am pretty sure that once you EXE, you can only do it once a day. And I think I'm correct on that. I think once you do it in like each day, you can't spam it basically, because then you could cheese the game. I mean, look how much fucking epic stats we were getting from that fight. Obviously, there was a bunch of Black Agumon there, and the Taomon, we get a ton of stats, which is just insane. So yeah, they kind of cap you a little bit. We also get 4,000 bits, which is the most money we've ever been paid in this game, I'm pretty sure, other than like the core storyline fights or whatever. But we're carrying too many items. We're obviously going to ditch something in order to pick that up, because oh, it's because we've got all Marine Angemon shit on us. All right, let's see if we can drop something in here. Cheerful Apple, you can definitely go. We don't really need the neon drink, in all honesty, but I guess we could get rid of our Digistocks. The best meat, we definitely want that, because that's something we need to plant for our dudes. Let's just drop the neon drink. Alright, interesting. So we actually, despite the fact that we fused and then smashed them, apparently one of our dudes, who is it that's actually injured here? I couldn't tell. It's Joe on the left. Okay, so interesting. So we're not finished here in Mod Cape. For whatever reason, Vicmon isn't ready to fight us just yet. Let's talk to this guy again, see what he says, if anything's changed. The name's Vicmon. You were a great pirate captain, blah blah blah. if you're going to hunt for buried treasure, better have a place to put it first. That's one of the basics. So right now, it looks like Vicmon isn't going to interact with us, which is kind of interesting. We will need to pop back through and speak to Marine Angemon, but right now on us, I don't think we have any... we don't have any bandages or anything like that, so... let me think about this. Yeah, we have no way to like mend our wound, which is kind of annoying because Joe still has like just under 3k HP, which is kind of bullshit. But anyways, what I think I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to wrap up the episode here, and then when we come back in the start of the next episode, we will visit the I'm going to autopilot back to the town. We'll probably heal up, buy some items, sell some items, and then come back to Mod Cape and finish off some stuff. Now, I won't show you guys any of that. I will save you guys the hassle from sitting through all that. I will make sure that when we start off the next episode, we will be back here in Mod Cape, so you won't have to worry about any of that nonsense. And yeah, I won't do anything off screen or anything like that, so you don't have to panic. But I really thought we were going to get to fight against Vicmon there. I think he would have put up a much bigger challenge than obviously Taomon and the Agumon did, but for some reason right now we can't talk to him and we can't fight him yet, so maybe that is a fight that we have to wait and see. Maybe we'll have to do other things here in Mod Cape first. That seems more than likely. Maybe we'll have to go back and talk to Digimon. I can't remember, but we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave me your feedback as always, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. And until then, take care. See you later.